I regret going to the dentist to ask how much it costs to get a tooth pulled. And I couldn't believe when he told me $100 per tooth. I said, no, man, that's way too expensive. Do you have something cheaper? And he was like, no, sorry, that's just the normal price for a tooth extraction. So I started thinking about it. I said, what about if you use no anesthetics? And he was like, that's a little bit unusual, but I guess I can do that for you. But it's still going to be $75 per tooth. Then I started to think about it. I was like, what if you use a trainee and no anesthetics? And the doctor was like, well, I guess that could work, but it'll be a lot more painful for you. I'll do it for $35. Then I thought about it, and $35 is still expensive. So I said, okay, what if you have a training session where the student does the tooth and the other students can watch? The doctor looked at me like I was insane. He was like, well, I guess that could be a good learning experience for the students, but it'll be traumatic. I said, that's fine. Everybody needs a little trauma in their life. How much would you charge me for this one? And he said, $5. At this point in my head, I'm thinking, okay, $5 is a fair price. So I said, that is perfect, doc. Can I book my sister's appointment for next Wednesday?
Hello, everyone. This is Emmanuel Cook. We will be reacting to a new video today. So make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe down below. And let's get into the video.
$21,000. $21,000. Then I met with the little office assistant who set up your little payment plan or whatever. She's like, yeah, so the total's $21,000, but you have insurance. So then it's only going to be $16,000. Only $16,000. Shorty, have you seen my car? If I had $16,000 to drop right now, I would have a new car. What are you talking about? Only $16,000. So I told her straight up. I said, listen, I'm just here for the regular cleaning. The dentist said, baby, and it was a keep it real dentist, okay? She was Latin. She said, baby, the regular cleaning ain't gonna cut it for you. You have severe plaque buildup, tartar buildup. You got root canals going on. You got cavities going on. You have an infection that I'm going to have to give you an antibiotic for. So now I got to take amoxicillin for the next 7 days. And these pills are like freaking huge. But, you know, amoxicillin is the truth. Is going to knock out whatever. So, all right. So I got an infection. They said I got the periodontal gum disease thing going on. They said this is the callus. So I got to get that removed. They said my gums are bleeding. It's just all types of stuff. Okay. So I said, okay, well, break it down for me with just the cleaning part. Because they want to do the deep cleaning. They insist that I have to have the deep cleaning, right? Which requires what? Those giant dentist needles, which it's just not going to work for me, okay? It's just not going to work. So they talk about, oh, well, if you just want to get first when I told her, oh, how much just for the cleaning? She said, oh, let me get the dentist because maybe you don't understand the extent of work that you need. I said, no, baby, I understand the extent of work and I understand how bad my teeth are. However, I also understand that I don't have 16 G's to drop or even set up a payment plan for. Okay. So then I was like, can you just tell me how much is the cleaning? So then she's like, boop, 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 in the computer. Y'all, $2,563. $2,000 for a cleaning. I came here for the free cleaning. I'm supposed to get 2 free cleanings a year with my dental plan. How I go from free to $2,500. Y'all, just the math is not mathing for me. It's not making no sense. I understand it's my fault because I haven't gone to the dentist in years. Blah, 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 blah. Whatever people want to say. But this is just too much.
You know it's bad when the dentist charge late fees. I'm the first bitch here. The dentist ain't even here yet. Probably still brushing their motherfucking teeth. Bitch said they text me 2 days. They text me a week before the appointment to confirm. It said if I didn't confirm in 48 hours, it was canceled. Then they text me 2 days before and said, hey, if you cancel within 48 hours, we charging you. What? Bitch, I'm here. And I text them, I'm coming. And they was like, okay. Yesterday, they sent a message. I'm like, I'm coming. And now I'm the only one here. Where y'all at? Fuck, I'm finna charge y'all a fee. Let me stop. It's $6.50. I came early. Bitch wasn't finna charge me a cop a penny. I'm gonna let them go inside and, get theyself together, for a quick sec. But yeah, you won't be charging me, bitch. Clean these teeth.
You ever go to the dentist and look at your invoice like after you leave and you're wondering like what is happening and what is life and how did like half an hour of services cost $500? So I went to the dentist this morning to get my filling done because my filling fell out over the weekend. I was chewing gum and I was like, why is my gum crunchy? Like, my gum is supposed to be crunchy. So I took it out of my mouth because I'm like, this is weird. And I saw a big piece of my filling in it. It was very uncute. But granted, I've had that filling for over 10 years. It was done superbly. So my dentist was just like, listen to me, your filling was done amazing. So the fact that like now it's coming out, it's fine. Like, it's not even a big deal. Anyways, obviously I had to get another one. So let's hear what I did today. Specific examination, $80. X-ray single film, $38. Not bad. But then the permanent molar bond, which is the filling itself, $342. Half an hour later, your total bill, Pia, $460. Did I get into the wrong profession? Like, why didn't I... Half an hour, $460? I got into the wrong profession. No wonder people are walking around with rotten teeth, stink breath, infection, gingivitis, all kinds of stuff. Who can afford this stuff? Thank God for insurance. Because, girl, I'm telling you, I would have been walking around with that big hole in my mouth. I would never...
So this comes up a lot, and I wanted to address it to give possibly some tips as to how to get the most value with your insurance and your dollars. So first of all, whenever you have dental insurance and you choose a dentist, make sure when you ask the office if they take your insurance, ask them if they're in network with your insurance. If they're not in network, it's most likely that you're going to pay more for services than if you have to go to an office that actually has to charge only the insurance fee. Another way to find out who's in network with your dental insurance is to ask the insurance company to refer you dentists who are taking your insurance. The other thing to think about is a lot of dental offices have in-office discount plans, and these plans are usually typically very close to, if not less than, the insurance fees, and it allows you to pay a monthly fee in exchange for getting access to those discount fees. And thirdly, you can always consider financing. If you have good credit, a lot of dental offices offer 0% financing for dental treatment, allowing you to get your treatment up front and then pay a little bit every month. And it's very reasonable to be able to take care of your teeth that way and not have to incur additional expenses. Let me know if you have any other questions.
Can I ask why a dentist is so freaking expensive? Like, is this ever going to be Medicare rebated? Because I just went to the dentist. All I got was a checkup and a clean. And I looked on their website because I'm the sort of person that I don't go to the dentist often enough because the price scares me. At the end of the day, it's fucking expensive to go to a dentist. I don't have any private healthcare because that shit's expensive too. Anyway, on their website, it was like general checkup and clean, $180. And I was like, sweet, easy, I'll go do that. Tell me why I got to the checkout and the lady goes, $318. And I was like, sorry? I was like, oh, okay, sorry, yeah. She goes, cash or credit? And I was like, well, it's going to be credit today, girlfriend, because I was not expecting that much. And she's like, oh, what were you expecting? I was like, well, on your website it says $184 for a checkup and a clean. And she's like, oh, well, that's just for a clean. And then the checkup is an extra $65. And I was like, okay, so 184 plus 65. We end at 318. And she's like, and then you had x-rays done? And I was like, so the x-rays are more? But at no point when she was cleaning my teeth did she go, hey, love, so we're going to have to do an x-ray on your teeth. By the way, that's $85 just for your x-ray. Do you consent to me doing an x-ray? I would have gone, no. Because all she needed to see was if there was a hole in the back of my tooth. Which, when she fucking cleaned it all, she should have been able to see it. $85 just for ching. I was like, okay. Rightio then. Won't catch me here for another 5 years.
So I just left the dentist office and because I broke a corner off on like one of my molars. It's not sensitive, it's just sharp and scratches me, but it doesn't cut me, okay? So anyway, my benefits start over September 1st. So I'll have my FSA card reloaded in September. So I don't have money other than my Smile Generation card which is like a care credit kind of, to pay for the expenses. But the problem is that with how much it's going to cost, which is a total of $720 something, it raised my monthly bill by like $40, and it's summer. We're already like kind of check to check, you know? So, $40 is a lot in the summer. Like if it was winter, my electricity bill would be a lot cheaper, so it would be so bad. But I live in Houston and my electricity bill is outrageous, and I need a new air conditioner because my air conditioner is 23 years old. So anyway, it's really fun telling the dentist like, oh no, can't you just like, you know, shave the edges a little bit, like file them down so that way they're not so sharp, and then I can just come back and get my cap in September when my FSA card is reloaded and I'll have like $2,300 on it. And she's like, well, I can't shave it down because if I do, it takes off too much of your tooth and it's not sensitive now, but if I file it down, it might become sensitive. Okay, so I just wait I'll just wait till September. If you do that, you might need a root canal because it is a pretty big little chunk missing. You might need a root canal. Right now, you don't need a root canal. And I'm like, yeah, I don't have, you know, porcelain crown money right now. And she looks at me, I'm like, even with the card, the extra $40 a month, I can't afford it right now because my electricity bill is getting like outrageous. So, you know, dental care and health care is a privilege in America, not a right. So I'm just gonna have to wait till September and hope I don't need a root canal in a couple months. So cross your fingers for me that I don't need one. All right, thanks, bye.
A quick reminder, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and let's continue the video.
I just went to the dentist. If I go through with this whole plan to clean out the gingivitis in my mouth, it's going to cost $1,200. Over the next 6 phases, with insurance covering $960 of that. Right. It's okay. So there's something that they don't tell you, is that when you graduate college and you finally get a big girl job and you're finally able to afford the quality of life things, the things that you should have been getting your entire life, but you've been not getting them because you've been so poor that you just couldn't even consider paying for them. And so then you start going to do the things that you actually start needing to get done to like take care of your body, and it just wipes you out. For like, why? When you start making money, actually, you start not being in the poor people shit, like, it just, there's so many things, there's just, I don't understand why the cost of living is so, I work. I love to work. I love my job. I love my job. My job pays fine. It should have been fine. It should have been fine. I graduated. I got through school. National Honor Society, AP. Wonderful grades. I graduated college. Took an extra semester, but it's okay. Took out some extra loans. It's okay. I graduated. Got a job in the field that I got my degree in. 6 months out of school, right? I moved cities this year. Why aren't I doing good now? Why aren't I well now? I did everything they told me to do. I'm done. You know what? Actually, I'm not done. Because the $1,200 over 6 phases probably doesn't even sound that bad to like people who are established in their life, but I'm probably getting mad when people aren't. I'm probably getting preemptively upset. But like, I get that the $1,200 probably doesn't sound like a lot, divide by 6, but like, dude, this is what the insurance is supposed to be for. Why do I'm panicking, overpaying. Okay, so if I go get a dental cleaning when I go to get my teeth cleaned on Wednesday, minimum, it's going to cost $77. Okay, that's groceries for the week, babe. If I continue to phase 3, where they plan to do a resin-based composite, that's going to cost $334. And then if I go to the next phase, where they do another side of my mouth with that resin-based composite, where it's going to cost me $344. And I get it. Okay, it needs to be done. I need my teeth. I did everything they told me to do. And now I'm here. And we're here. So, I guess the last thing I have to say is, fuck them. Oh, fuck them. You don't get any more from me. And they shouldn't get any more from you either.
Month after month, year after year, the goalpost continues to move forward. We were told to go to school and get a job, and we did everything right. We did what we were told to do, and yet it's the same result. We're struggling. One thing can wipe you out. That is insane. One expense, one cost, your smile, your teeth, stuff that you have to do. It costs an arm and a leg just to pay for stuff like that. For your teeth.
Let's talk about the cost of dentistry or investment and why treatment can be expensive in the UK and why patients will choose to go elsewhere and go abroad to have their treatment done. My name is Dr. Shadi and I'm a dentist of 10 years. I've seen lots of patients who've had their treatment done abroad and some of the complications. And I feel like more people should know about the cost of treatment and exactly what they're paying for. You may have heard of Turkey teeth and you may have come across dental tourism where people fly abroad to Turkey or elsewhere to get their treatment done at a fraction of the cost. Now, needless to say that every country has different standards, different regulations and different approaches to treatment. I've seen a lot of patients go to Turkey in particular to get veneers done. Why I say veneers is in the majority of these cases, these are full coverage destructive crowns that have been done. And what I've heard from my patients that I see in practice is this will cost them anywhere between 150 to 200 pounds per tooth. And they have on average about 20 of their teeth done at least. These treatments are quite complicated to do well. They're not very straightforward, especially when you're doing a full mouth. They need time and they need effort. In the UK, what we do, just so you have an idea, I'm a private dentist in Marylebone, practicing for 10 years. I've had plenty of experience in hospital and in private practice, as well as the NHS. I will book in 2 hours to do a single crown, and then I will book in another hour appointment to fit this crown, and I will pay my laboratory technician, who's the person that makes this crown, approximately £200 to make a crown for this patient. So what this costs me is 3 hours of my time plus £200 of money to the lab technician to make this crown for you, so that it's a good crown, it fits well, it works well, and it's going to last you years and years without compromising the health of your teeth, your gums, or your general health. Now, obviously, we understand there is some variation in costs and fees of treatment between countries, because obviously everyone's expenses are different, costs are different, cost of living are different in different countries. But what I want you to know is when treatment is being done on 20 teeth all at the same time, £170 per tooth, which is what I pay my laboratory technician, I need you to think about what corners are being cut here, because fair enough, if you want to get your hair done, if you want to get your nails done, and you're experimenting and you want to go for a cheaper option or a more expensive option, that's fair enough. There's very little that can go wrong. But when it comes to your health or your teeth, if something goes wrong, if corners are being cut, then the consequences can be quite catastrophic. And then what happens for you to reverse that damage or to put things right afterwards, after this treatment has been done, then it's going to cost a lot more time. It's going to be starting off with a compromised tooth, so the prognosis or the outlook is not going to be as good, and it's just overall going to be a lot more complicated. So I'm not saying go for the expensive treatment. I'm just saying please do your research to know the complications and know exactly what you're paying for and what the cost of the remedial treatment is if or when things go wrong.
Okay, so for those of you who haven't been in years, and maybe that reason is insurance, I didn't even know this was a thing because I've had insurance for so long, but I called my dentist and I was like, what would I do if I didn't have insurance? They're like, oh, we have a dental plan. Like, you pay $350 a year and it covers like 2 yearly cleanings with x-rays and like all the basic stuff, right? So if you need something like a root canal, that would be extra, but you would also get a discount off of that. Ask your dentist, because a lot of them will have these kind of dental plans where you do not need insurance at all. You guys, you have to take care of your teeth. Like, so much disease comes from your gums. It's crazy. So if you've been putting it off, put this on your to-do list this week to call some dentists and find out if they have dental plans, okay?
So I went to the dentist today for the first time in 4 years, which is not good. It's not good, but it's expensive as hell, and you have to find a fucking babysitter, and I can't, it's both of those things suck. So I put myself on the back burner for a really long time, and I decided to go to get all my wisdom teeth taken out, and my bones are decaying underneath these teeth. That's why I have that gout there. Apparently, it can like be really bad when you're pregnant. The gingivitis is like way worse, and you get a certain bacteria in your mouth. So that's good to know. Yeah, so this is just your reminder to maybe get your teeth checked out, but it's also expensive as hell. So, you know, do what you can, but that shit's annoying. I hate getting fillings. I hate dental work. Although I did get a cleaning today, and they just feel so good. I've just been like feeling them all day. Yeah.
I got a rant. You know how you go to the dealership because you just want to get like an oil change, you know, something simple in your car, or oil change place, wherever you go to get your car service. Pull your car up, you go sit in the lobby or whatever. Little guy come in and tell you a whole list of other shit that they found wrong with your vehicle. You ain't had no problems with your vehicle, and you only at the shop or at the dealership because you just know it's just time for oil change. But they come in, the little guy come in with this whole list, flipping papers, saying you know, you need this, you need that. We recommend that you get this, but this is very important if you do this. I wouldn't recommend doing that if you don't do this first. And all of this stuff is needed. But your vehicle been running, you know, pretty good for the most part. You ain't had no issues. I hate that. Imagine going to the dentist. Yeah, I went to the dentist because I know I got a hole in this tooth back here. It don't bother me. And I know if you go to the dentist when you in pain, they ain't gonna do shit but wait till they gonna give you some antibiotics and wait for the pain to go away. So I figured, let's just be proactive, go to the dentist, get a cleaning, and, see about getting this hole filled in or getting the tooth taken out, whichever. And I ain't had no problems. Teeth feel fine. I brush my teeth every day. I'm always flossing. All that good stuff. But I know it's just been a minute since I've been to the dentist. I know I needed a cleaning. And again, I know I got this hole in the back of my tooth. Go through the x-ray process and all that old stuff, the regular shits. Dentist come in, read over all my stuff. She comes in with a whole list of shit. Like, lady, I came here for a cleaning and to see about either getting this tooth filled, getting it pulled out, whatever. Do I have a missing side tooth? Yes, I do. Don't hit the lot. It's not really in my smile, so like, it don't bother me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't tripping on that. That ain't what I went in there for. I went in there for the hole back here in this wisdom tooth. Wisdom tooth don't bother me. It never has, whatever. I just know that there's a hole back there because I'm always using the toothpick. She tell me about some shit on this side. I got a cavity up here. Like, just all kinds of stuff. I felt like I took my car to the dealership and they came back with this whole list. That's exactly what she did. Came back with this whole list. It went from a simple bill, maybe having to just pay a little copay, to all of a sudden, the other lady comes in, the receptionist or whatever, the paperwork person comes in. She shows me a bill for $13,000 or almost $14,000. I mean, that's an implant, that's a filling, that's a bridge to connect the implant, whatever shit. That's the cavity up here. It's a deep cleaning. It's a all kinds of shit. I was cracking up. Because I'm like, lady, I didn't come in here for all of this. So the bill was like roughly, let's just say roughly 14 grand. My insurance, will pay majority of it. So what I would have to pay is like 3,000. So she like, so when do you want to start? Bitch, I'll call you. I'll make another appointment when I'm ready to come back. Because what?
And this is the exact reason why I haven't been to the dentist in a long time. The cost. The cost of just everything. If I have to clean my teeth and I have to pay $200, $300 for it, I'm good. I can't afford that. Most Americans can't even afford that, which is why we don't even go. Even with insurance, it's still unaffordable. We have bad teeth. We have all kinds of things wrong with our teeth just because we can't afford to fix it and to clean it often. Yeah. This is exactly why I don't go.
Hey guys, the Orlando Orthodontist here, and every time I do a live, people always ask me, why are implants so expensive? Why is dentistry so expensive? Well, the reason is, one, there's a lot of overhead. And running a dental office is not an easy thing. Two, we live in a country that's very litigious. So a lot of times we have to do extra things, take extra precautions, and we have to account for that. Liability insurance alone is a very significant part of overhead for a dental office. Also, we're in a country where pretty much everything that you want to do has a certain amount of red tape associated with it. So all of that adds to overhead. I don't think that the profit margins in dentistry per se are sort of out of whack with other professions. It's just that it's very expensive in order to run a dental office, and that cost, unfortunately, is transferred on to the patient. So I hope that helps clear it up a little bit. No one's trying to gouge you, just sort of the way things work out. All right? See ya. Bye.
People talk about how after you have kids, your body changes, but nobody talks about how you could lose your teeth. Your teeth could get weaker after having kids. My two-side teeth broke. They're gone now. This was my teeth a couple months before I had my first child, and this is my teeth now. After I had my daughter, I had ate a pizza. Both sides just broke off, and it was like halfway on, so it didn't look that bad. Like, it didn't look fully gone. They got so weak that they just broke off completely. Why? I had perfect teeth before I had my kids. The sacrifices that we make as mothers, we sacrifice everything, including our appearance. I want to get my teeth fixed so bad because I feel like I lost my smile. Like, I don't smile anymore like that. When I smile, it's awkward because I'm just trying to hide my teeth. Even when I talk, like, I feel like I can't talk how I used to. Since I lost my teeth, it's like my whole appearance changed to me. The dentist bills are so expensive. Like, they said it would be like $12,000 to get both of my teeth fixed and to get implants or what's it called, like the partial dentures in. They would have to take out some of my teeth and put in partial dentures, like, and I'm too young for that. So it's like, I don't know what to do.
I know nobody really cares, but as a recovering addict, I know other recovering addicts are listening. Like, after you get clean, did you notice that your teeth just hurt and everything is just wrong with your teeth? Everything is going wrong with your teeth. Well, like, I've had teeth problems since, well, I could put the pipe to my mouth. So, but that's a whole nother story. I weighed out my options. Implants were too expensive here in America. Thought about going to Vietnam to see my family and go to the dentist there. And with flights, it would just be as expensive. Implants here in America are like getting a whole Lamborghini in your mouth. So I weighed out my options, and all I could really do right now with my budget is a partial denture, and that is what we're going to do. And the process is insane. So I've never had a deep cleaning. I don't think ever. So I finally completed a deep clean, which I think is freaking crazy that they charge you for your right side and your left side. Like, bro, I don't have that many teeth.
Isn't me or is like dental insurance the biggest scam ever? The luxury of having anesthesia be present as a child was not a part of my childhood, that's for sure. Getting necessary dental work, it's a luxury with what they're charging, even if you have dental insurance. It's 3:30 in the morning and I can't sleep. Our youngest child, he's special, and it took a long time for us to be able to get him to tolerate even being able to go to a dentist, and we actually took him to a pediatric one, and that took our dental insurance, and he needed to get some work done, which we expected. And because he's not your average, I guess, normal, good child, I wasn't at that first appointment. They now want to force us to pay what originally was $800 to have anesthesia there. That doesn't even include the dental work. Coming up and pulling $800, which it's up now. It's $900 now, just from a few months ago. And they just stare at you when you say, listen, I can't make that happen. Not in this economy right now. What do you expect me to do? And I asked them specifically, I said, so what did my son do during that appointment? Because my husband was present. I wasn't there. That made them determine that. And I said, I want to know what the note says. And they claim that he was screaming. My husband is not a liar. And he's like, he didn't scream. And the anesthesiologist that they use for children's sedation doesn't take insurance. They want cash. I really wonder, like, I don't know if this is a thing, like, do these dental offices, do they get kickbacks? Like, or a percentage from what the anesthesiologist makes in any way since they work with them? I hope not. I really do. And it'd be easier for me to be able to take him in because you have to pay, right? Like a certain amount for work to be done, to take in for multiple appointments spaced out, and it would be easier on him. But you think they are willing to even try that? No, they're not. They're not even willing to try that. I just don't know how people are surviving, how they're getting all this stuff done. And dental care is so important. Yet in this country, they make it impossible, like everything else. Why is it a luxury? It shouldn't be.
Does anyone else's dentist make them feel as though they are a terrible person? Like my inability to frequently floss is somehow criminal? Guys, I'm busy. I didn't kill anyone though. They always seem so disappointed in me and like I could do better. I feel like I'm constantly being told off, and I go quite frequently. Don't get me started on the cost. Before health insurance, and I just had a standard hygiene clean, it was $240. I was there for half an hour. I am seriously in the wrong job. Anyone have any like DIY hygiene dental kits that's not just a toothbrush? This world is a little bit fucked.
I appreciate you guys watching the video today. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys in the next video.